Fuck, man. Anthony Hernandez. He fucking lost, bro. Fuck. Get fucking ICE in here. Deport this guy, bro. Fuck. Man, so my fucking parlays. Okay, I'm just kidding, man. I'm really sad. I'm processing the hardest tragedy of my life at this moment after experiencing the loss of Fluffy Hernandez. I am extremely saddened. I'm very disappointed in Fluffy Hernandez. And Strickland might actually become a champion again. So there's that. So let's start with the fucking prelims, man. I didn't watch this first fight, so let's just skip past that. Jordan Leavitt versus Yadier del Valle. Man, did this fucking guy got Fraudcheck, bro. Oh my god, like, how do you let Jordan Leavitt just lay on you, just beat you up for 3 rounds like that with zero urgency at all? This was like the biggest favorite on the card. He was like a plus 300 or something. How do you let him beat on you like that, Yadier del Valle? Fuck you, man. As for Jordan Leavitt, congratulations. You did fucking great. Now you can be fed to someone like not Steve Garcia. You can be fed to David Onama, okay? You can have that fight. And you can lay on him as well. Get rid of that fucking guy, bro. Terrorist of the division. And Yadier del Valle, I think, honestly, they should cut this guy. So much controversy, and now he just gives up against Jordan Leavitt. Just straight up cut him, man. Next one, this fight, nothing much to talk about. You know, he did what he did. Same with this one. Punilele Soriano put on a really good performance. This guy, he deserves a ranked fight. He deserves a ranked opponent. You know, look into this guy versus Geoff Neal now that he lost. Or fucking Neil Magny. Neil Magny isn't ranked. D-Rod when he gets out of prison. We look into that, think about that. And Joselyne Edwards, you know, she had a great... This was the first fucking finish on the card. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It took 5 straight fights for us to have a fucking finish, bro. Unbelievable. And I have no idea what Nora Cornolle was doing on the ground like that after just getting choked out. How are you even remotely injured from that? I have no idea. Next one, Alden Coria, Joshua Van teammate. He did a great job. Louis Gurule, for some reason, had zero fucking urgency at all. That's on him. He lost that. And Alibi Idiris did what he did. He couldn't finish Ode Osbourne. And Ode Osbourne is now 13 and 10. Cut him immediately. Now this one I'm going to talk about. Carlos Leal versus Chidi Njokuani. Bro, how do you let Carlos Leal just pressure you like that? Just walk you down across 3 rounds? How does that happen? Like, Carlos Leal isn't a fucking elite boxer or whatever. He isn't this elite level fighter. He isn't even like that good of a striker. And someone like Chidi Njokuani with like decades of striking experience cannot even stop the forward pressure of Carlos Leal. And also, he was looking gas as fuck. He was like, in his mind, he was gas. He couldn't fight back. He should move back to middleweight, man. The weight cut's not doing well for Chidi Njokuani. Next, let's get to the main card. Michel Pereira, absolute robbery of a decision funded by Israel. We know this. Zachary Reese landed with more strikes. He did more damage. He should have won this. End of story. This fight, Jacobe Smith did a great job. This was the second finish of this card. It's the second finish, and he knocked him out in round 1. This is great job from Jacobe Smith. You know, Josiah Harrow was making it look a little competitive. He was shooting takedowns, striking back. But then he shot a takedown, got caught with a knee. Jacobe just pounded him to death, and the ref didn't stop it until 15 strikes were thrown to his head. Like, Josiah Harrow is going to be out for a solid 6 months or something. And Jacobe Smith right now, I think needs someone that's close to the rankings or just outside the rankings. So someone like Vincente Luque would be nice. Neil Magny is kind of a little bit outside the rankings. You know, these older prospect type of guys, I think they would do well. Next is Serghei Spivac versus Ante Delija. I saw some people call this a robbery. It was definitely a very close fight, but I definitely think that Serghei Spivac won this fight. And Ante Delija needs to be cut. He needs to be gone from the UFC, bro. It's been a bad couple of months for the Aspinall team in general. How do you, as a former PFL champion or champion of whatever organization, let Serghei Spivac walk you down and just outstrike you? How do you get pieced up by Serghei Spivac? Like Ante Delija, why? When you have him hurt, when you have him against the cage, you have him hurt, you got your combos out, you clinch up against him, you let him clinch up against you. Tom Aspinall already gave you a whole fucking blueprint to beat this guy. Need him to the body, throw an elbow to his head. It's that simple. How has Aspinall not transpired the fucking knowledge from his head into Delija so he can beat Serghei Spivac? And also, Does anyone from Team Aspinall know how to throw a combo that lasts longer than 4 punches? I don't think I've seen Aspinall throws like a combination that long. So has Delija apparently. None of them throws combinations, like those long combinations. They all throw like 1-2, 1-2-3. Oh, they don't. They throw such short combinations. Ante Delija had Serghei Spivac hurt after like 1-2 punch, and he stops throwing. What happens there? What's wrong with that? Get them to Extreme Couture or something. Train with Sean Strickland. And next fight, the feature fight, Melquizael Costa and Dan Ige. Now from this point on, this is what makes the entire card so great. This main card was okay, except for this Spivac fight and this absolute robbery, absolute stinker of the fight. The prelims were absolute dog shit. They suck so bad. Besides this fight, the Correa fight was shit. I'm not gonna lie. This fight was okay. Yeah, I think this fucking Jordan. Not this. What the fuck? This JPL fight. It was pretty good. I enjoyed that. And get back to Melquizael Costa. Get this guy, someone like Aaron Pico. He absolutely dominates Aaron Pico, man. This is the first time someone, like in 11 losses of Dan Ige's career, someone ever knocked out Dan Ige. That's pretty impressive if you ask me, man. Knocking out Dan Ige, Dan Ige fought Josh Emmett. I actually need to pull that shit up. Hold on. Give me a second. Dan 100 grand Ige. He changed his name. He changed his name from 50K to 100 grand to fucking accommodate for the new bonus structure. It's whatever. I think it's corny. It's whatever. He fought Pitbull. He fought I don't know about Murphy. He fought Murphy. He fought Diego Lopez, Josh Emmett, Calvin Cater. Let me see. I think he fought Jimmy Stevens as well. Let me see. Yeah, again, he fought a lot of power punchers. Never been, especially Josh Emmett, never been KO'd his entire career. Melquizael Costa went out, did it in round 1. Come on, bro. Absolute great performance. Get this guy a higher ranked opponent. Get him Pitbull. Get him Yair Rodriguez. Get him someone higher up, man. Absolutely amazing fucking performance. 50K, 100K actually, to Melquizael Costa. Next one, Geoff Neal versus Uros Medic. Wow. Carlos Prates must have done wonders. He must have destroyed Geoff Neal's chin or something. Geoff Neal eating that spinning elbow from Carlos Prates was like Japan taking on the fucking big boy nuke from the USA. It absolutely destroyed his chin, bro. Because up until this point, right, Geoff Neal's never been knocked out in UFC. He got knocked out once on a regional scene to Kevin Holland, but across, 10 something fights, never been knocked out before, right? He fought, and then he fights Carlos Prates, got spinning elbow, went out cold for the first time in his career, bounced back, and then fight Uros Medic. Uros Medic hits hard, I'll give you that. But the shot that hit Geoff Neal was a grazing shot. It was a long combination which hurt him, but the shot that knocked out Geoff Neal was a grazing shot that grazed by his head. And it put him out cold. Geoff Neal had an iron chin before this. Carlos Prates fucking destroyed it. And Uros Medic, man, all credit to him. He's great, I picked Geoff Neal to beat him. I didn't know he was, I'm sorry, Uros Medic. I was not familiar with your fucking game. You did fucking great, man. So get Uros Medic a higher ranked opponent immediately. Get him, Leon Edwards. Oh, fuck. Imagine what he does to Leon Edwards. He's gonna destroy Leon, bro. Oh my god. Oh. Actually, I don't know. Uros Medic is kind of unproven. I never watched much of his fight. I didn't think he deserved this fight, to be honest. He did not deserve this. Get Santiago up here. Get fucking Joel Alvarez up here. They deserve this more than Uros Medic. But he came out there, he snatched it, and he delivered. So all props to him. Get him Leon Edwards. Now the main event, man. What do you even say? I think Fluffy was winning. I had it 1-1 Fluffy. Or 2-0 Fluffy, actually, because he had big moments. Strickland was landing his jabs, he was landing his low kicks and teeps, whatever. They weren't doing any damage. Fluffy was the one that was lunging forward, he was blitzing in and actually trying to do damage. Strickland didn't do any of that. He just, did the usual things from Sean Strickland, and in third round, Fluffy got hurt to the body, as he always does, and then he got knocked out, not TKO'd by barrage of punches from Sean Strickland. Which really breaks my heart, Before this, I had Fluffy. I would pick Fluffy to beat Khamzat. Before this fight, I would have picked Fluffy to beat Khamzat, and obviously I rethink that. And Fluffy needs to go back to the drawing board, do his things, fight winner of Baralo, the Raider. Oh, that guy might crush him. Can't lie. Fluffy fights winner of Baralo or versus fights winner of Barao RDR. Maybe like winner of Adesanya versus Piper. That'd be a good fight, you know. Hernandez versus Piper fighting a Mexican again, so you know that might be a little thing. And Sean Strickland might become champion again. There's talks about Khamzat fucking moving up to light heavyweight, totally undeserved title shot at light heavyweight. But you know, the UFC is just gonna do it because Khamzat's a big name and they're gonna shield him just to make some fucking cheap money. And then Sean Strickland's gonna sweep in, fight Imavov for the undisputed belt and become champion again. That's a pretty easy path for Sean Strickland. But I would also love to see like the rivalry between Khamzat and Strickland play out. You know, there's a lot of beef, there's love, animosity. That's gonna be a banger fight. But there's some fucking talks about Strickland fighting Imavov at the White House. I'm not completely opposed to that. I would be okay with that. I just don't know. Like I just would prefer Khamzat versus Strickland. That's it, man. End of video. Yap too much with no prep. So I'm sorry. Bye bye.